Hi everyone, this is Ron Tran with Education Technology Services here at Denison, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a duplicate quiz for providing students with accommodation needs extra time to take a quiz or exam. So there's currently no way to provide extended time in a quiz for a single student in Notebowl, but there is a way to duplicate the quiz and modify the time duration for that duplicate, so that's what we're going to walk through right now. So to start, I'm going to go over to the Assignments tab. And one thing to note, I won't be going over the details of setting up a quiz in this video, but if you haven't done so already, go check out our other video on setting up tests and quizzes on our ETS YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here to Add and go down to Import. What's nice about the import option is that I'm able to bring in assignments or quizzes and other courses into this course for our purposes. What we're going to do is import a quiz that already exists in our course, which is essentially making a copy of the quiz. So as you can see, I have a list of all the courses that I'm a part of here, and I'm going to choose a course that I'm in. And so now I can see all the assignments and quizzes I have in the course, and I'm going to choose the one that I want to copy. So I'll click here, and I'll go ahead and click on Import. And you'll see this loading bar in the bottom right, which is copying the quiz for us. And if you go up here, you'll see that the open quiz is our original quiz, and the one here that is unpublished is our copy. I can tell because we don't have an available or due date, and our quiz isn't published, so no one's going to be able to see it yet. So I'll go ahead and click on our copy, and if I scroll down, I can see all of my questions are loaded and the same, and the options that I have up here are the same as well. So what we're going to do is edit the time limit, and to do that, I'm going to go over to Edit Details, and I can see that the time limit is 10 minutes. So let's say that our student with accommodations is allotted time and a half for tests and quizzes. So what we're going to do is set the time limit to 15 minutes. If you're not too sure what the accommodation needs are of your student, please refer to the email from the Academic Resource Center that outlines the accommodation requirements. So we have our time limit set to 15 minutes, and the next thing I'm going to do is edit the title, because it has the same title of our quiz, and what we want to do is just add extended time to the end. This is the recommendation that's coming from the ARC office, so we have the same name with extended time at the end. In the description, you can put something like, you must have an access code and special permission to take this quiz. So then that way students will know that this quiz isn't for them and it's only for those with accommodations. So the next step is to go down here and check Require Access Code. You can make the code whatever you'd like. Let's just call it 223 code. And what you'll be able to do is share this code with your student that requires accommodation so that only they will be able to access this modified quiz. So now that we have everything set up, we can go ahead and click on Save. And we can see that our options have changed up here. And when you've set the available and due date, you can go ahead and click on Publish Test and Quiz, and then go ahead and click Publish. So one thing to point out is that all of your students will be able to see both options. So you want to make sure to make it very clear to your class that those without accommodations are to take quiz 1, and those with the accommodation needs are to take the quiz with extended time. So just to clarify, if we go in and view as, I'll pick on Kelly, then she can see both of these quizzes here. And if they click on extended time, then it will require her to put in an access code. So the last thing I want to go over is how you can go about grading these quizzes. So I'm going to go ahead and quit out as Kelly. And if we go back to our original quiz and go to the results, then one thing to keep in mind is that if I give a student a 0, that is giving them a 0 out of whatever the number of points or whatever the grade is for the assignment, and it will impact their overall grade. However, if I put in a dash, the Notebowl will recognize the grade as null, and it won't affect their overall grade. So what you can do is in the original quiz, you can give the student or students who are taking the extended time version of the quiz a dash or a null, and it won't be counted towards their grades. And then for the accommodated version, you can make sure to grade only the students who have access to the quiz with extended time and make every other student's grades null. So just to make things clear, I'm going to go over to the Grades tab and show you how the null grade works. So we can see that we have the overall grade here, and if we just pick an assignment, if I were to give our ETS students a 0 on this assignment, then it will affect their overall grade. However, if I give them the dash, then they receive a null grade and their grade will stay the same. So that's all I have for this video. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to servicedesk@denison.edu, and if they can't answer your question right away, then they will reach out to the ETS team and we'll make sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching.